a video sharing platform where users can upload and view content created by other users. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you all again at the event. Take a look around. XRP Ledger. The facts behind the scenes and the way that it is moving are unlike anything we have witnessed since the early days of the breakout. There is a loud wailing noise that is drawing attention to the fact that there are whales that are on the move. Wall Street is keeping a close eye on the upcoming flood of liquidity. If you do not ensure that you are in the appropriate place before this flips, it will take shape at this very moment. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. You'll be reminiscing about this moment for years to come. The most effective and most liberated manner of showing support for the channel is by doing this. We are going to begin it right now, right from your own and exclusive Ripple and XRP news website. At this moment in time, pronounce the name together with me, xrprightnow.com. It may be difficult to convince people that XRP is uninteresting on the surface. I understand that. I have worked at this location for a total of 8 years. Believe what I am saying, I understand the situation. At this moment, it is basically hanging out at that $2 price range, moving sideways and slowly or whatever. I appreciate where you're coming from, but this is the part where things start to diverge. It is remarkable that there is any individual that truly investigates chain data. They are aware of the fact that, in the current market, price is the final element to fluctuate. The XRP ledger is currently exhibiting indicators that have not been observed in quite some time. You are correct in saying that. Cryptoquant, right? They are the ones that informed us of this, aren't they? If you would want to follow along, the first paragraph may be found here. The velocity of XRP skyrocketing to 0.0324 was verified by them. That represents the peak it has reached throughout the course of the past 12 months. What is the significance of that? I am not understanding this, Rip. I understand your situation. The rate at which XRP was flowing across the ledger is referred to as velocity. When velocity spikes, it is an indication that something of a significant size is being positioned. What are the possibilities? To be perfectly honest with you, I don't have a clue. Whales, a number of different institutions, over-the-counter desks, and even market makers. And this is when things become really interesting. There is no one who is doing any dumping. The fact that the price did not collapse means that the market is absorbing the movement without disrupting its structure. That is usually only the case if the flow is present. It is accumulation rather than dissemination. This occurs at the very moment that XRP is drawing near to the important level that everyone is paying attention to, does it not? We reach 228 and 275 comes quickly. We break 275 and the $3 comes quickly. However, what about the negative consequences? I've got your back too. 2 significant critical levels. It is possible that we will conduct a test on it. We could very well not do so. The prices are $1.90, $1.70, and $1.50, respectively. If for some reason we were to break beneath $1.50, we could begin discussing. Approximately a 20% adjustment is involved. Begin your journey from this point. In the world of cryptocurrency, 20% is not a significant amount. There is a possibility that, on the following day, it will decrease by 20% and increase by 80%. This is where the crux of the matter lies. The configuration that we are currently observing is precisely the same as the one that was present in Bitcoin just prior to its detonation during the period of extreme enthusiasm surrounding exchange-traded funds. It communicates the truth to us on the blockchain long before the price actually emits it. And Franken and Demelton make things even more chaotic in this situation. You are correct in saying that. This was something that we discussed in the previous video. However, we are going to pay attention and go into this once more because a few additional particulars have surfaced. Frankie T. The amount of liquidity that they indicated was 2.3 trillion. It could flow in an XRP. Allow that sick individual to sit and contemplate for a moment the possibility that 2.3 trillion may flow into an XRP. What are everyone's thoughts on the future trajectory of the price in the event that XRP were to receive an injection of $2.3 trillion? Please keep in mind that this is not Twitter hype. I can assure you that the individual speaking here is not a mullah. This is an entity that is worth trillions of dollars and is responsible for predicting liquidity flows, global macro trends, and exchange-traded fund (ETF) demand curves. XRP exchange-traded funds have now made their debut. The narrative has been turned on its head, and XRP is now suddenly being spoken in the same sentence as Ethereum's institutional products and Bitcoin. Have the demand that is being generated by both retail and institutional investors caused this to begin elevating XRP to the point where it is on par with what is occurring in the ETH and Bitcoin exchange-traded funds? Do you have the impression that we are heading in that direction? I have the same feeling. There is an extremely fascinating narrative that is currently being developed, in my opinion. In relation to stablecoins, the RLUSD is a stablecoin that is associated with the cryptocurrency XRP, making XRP one of the few chains that have their own stablecoin. I believe that this creates a fresh opportunity for them to potentially establish an enterprise that is based on the chain. Do not forget that, in my opinion, one of the most promising possibilities that these new rails provide is the significant growth in the number of transactions that will begin to take place between computers. I would like to end it there because we have already heard this in the first portion. I am aware of that, but we have a couple more clips that we are going to listen to. In a word, what she just said was that the demand from Wall Street is increasing, retail is finally beginning to wake up again, and ETFs are taking supply off the market. This is precisely what took place prior to the time that Bitcoin experienced its dramatic increase in value. And while we are on the subject of people who hold long-term positions, have a look. We are going to stop for a moment and discuss one of my sponsors because I have been speaking with a large number of long-term holders recently who have signed up for calls that they may have with me one-on-one. Make an appointment to speak with them over the phone if you have not yet received a call from them. There is a link in the description. Individuals who have a true comprehension of the events that are currently taking place. This is something that you absolutely need to listen to if you are a person who is waiting for the big move and holding XRP. I am convinced that capital is the most secure long-term solution that I have come across. Your cryptocurrency is stored in either Fidelity's or Coinbase's custodial option, both of which are of institutional grade, are both in cold storage, and are both impervious to hacking. And here's the most surprising part. The only way you may withdraw your assets is by transferring them straight into your bank account. There is no danger of phishing, there are no random wallets, there are no accidents, and there is no way for someone to steal my seed phrase. The only thing there is premium custody that was created for the purpose of managing wealth over the long term. I do not have any concerns at all regarding the long-term investments that I have over there. For what reason? This is because you will only be able to transfer the money from my account to my bank account if someone manages to hack into it. Take a look. If you are intent on making moves that will last for generations rather than quick flips, I have faith in your capital. Given that there is a wave of institutional support for XRP rising in the background, this is just the type of secure custody you desire. You can utilize the URL that I have provided in the section below. Obtain $100 without any cost. For what reason? Now, we need to return our attention to the heat because we have discovered the following. You are referring about the G Treasury, the corporation that Ripple acquired, correct? They let a report fall on the ground. The report was truly insane. I'm going to summarize it for you since I care about each and every one of you. They pointed out that the financial teams throughout the world today are under a tremendous amount of strain and requests for liquidity in real time. They would like to see quicker settlement cycles, stricter risk controls, more efficient terms, increased automation, and greater cross-border speed expectations. This is beyond the capabilities of the existing treasury systems. The essential message was articulated in its entirety by Strategic Treasuries in its most recent report. The traditional method is no longer viable. The future belongs to technologies that are both interoperable and automated in real time. And do you know what else? That use case is exactly what blockchain was designed to handle. The XRP ledger, real-time settlement, on-demand liquidity, low cost, high throughput, and enterprise-ready design are all features that appeal to enterprises. Just look at them. They are moving at a leisurely pace. However, when it is time for them to transition, they all transition simultaneously. The right time to do something is now. But why is that? Because of what will happen next? RLUSD, being the jet fuel, is the subject of our conversation. The most significant obstacle to the settlement of institutional concerns is liquidity, not technology, not rules, and not speed. RLUSD, a US-regulated XRP ledger native stablecoin, is a stablecoin that is controlled by the United States and is native to the XRP ledger. This completely transforms the equation all of a sudden. Institutions now have access to a regulated stablecoin, the ability to integrate directly with XRP